With this content agent, you can use any AI model to generate AI images and videos. So you always get tons of different models, each allowing you to create AI images. Same thing when it comes to videos. And each one of them is going to be really good at a particular use case. Maybe you want something that's really cheap, or maybe you want the best model out there when it comes to quality. Before, you would have had to subscribe to every single one of these to be able to bring them into your n8n automations. And that was just a recipe for going bankrupt. But now, with this content agent, you're able to pick out exactly the AI model you want and generate images and videos with it. And if you want, you could cycle through multiple different AI models. Let me show you how it works. I'm going to open the chat. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look through an AI model I want to use. Let's say I want to make an image. So we have all these different selections, but I'm going to choose the Google Image N4, which is a really high quality model. So I'm going to go into my workflow and I'm going to say, use Google Image N to create a high quality image of a beautiful mountain. Now, as I do that, the AI agent is going to be able to get the right API documentation. It's going to send this to an API, which then calls that model, and that's going to be used to generate our image. And we're able to use any AI model because this AI agent knows how to use an API and put the right information into it. Here we go. We have a link. Let's have a look and see what it produced for us. So here we go. We have our beautiful mountain, but let's try another example. Let's say I want to use a different model. So right now, I would say the best image model out on the market is Flux Context Pro. And this when it comes to the quality of the images. So let's say I want to use this model. I can then go back into my automation, and with the exact same agent, all I need to do is just say, use Flux to give me an image. And this time I want a London skyline in a Vincent van Gogh style. So I can send this off. I'm using a completely different AI model, but without changing anything in my automation, it's going to know to use that different AI model to create an image for me. So you see, it's going to go through the process now where it's calling the API and I'm getting the image back. And the fact is, it's creating these images so quickly as well, which is incredible. So yeah, let's have a look at this image, see what it created. And there we go. We have a beautiful picture of the London skyline in the Vincent van Gogh style. That's images, but let's have a look at videos as well, because it can do that. So now, when we see at the different video AI models, we have Google, we have lots of different options. And again, sometimes you want a cheaper model if you're just trying to pump out lots of different content or advertisement, or maybe you want a model that's fine-tuned for a particular use case, and you have access to all of these. So I'm going to go with VO2 Google, which is pretty good. I'm waiting for the new VO3 to come out, the API access. Until then, we can test it out with this. So let's try this out. So again, exact same content agent. I'm going to give it another prompt. And I'm going to say, use VO2 to give me a cinematic video of a close-up lava flowing down a mountain. So now I'm going to send this off. And the nice thing is I can easily switch between images and videos using the same agent. So this is why you want to use agents, in that if you have a situation where you don't know whether you want an image or a video, and you don't particularly know what model you want to use beforehand, then something like this is really good at being able to adapt and flex to a certain situation. So if you have an automation, you already know what model you want to use, you can do this much simpler. But this is where the power of AI agents come in, is that flexibility and adaptability, where from a marketing context, if you don't have these questions answered already, you can do this on the fly with an agent like this. So yeah, now it's going to load through and we have the content link. And again, as far as like generating videos, is super quick as well. Let's have a look at this one. Wow. Now we've got a video of the lava flow and we've got different angles as well. That's so cool. So we'll try one more. The reason why I want to show you one more is because when it comes to certain models, like let's take Kling, for example, a really famous AI video model, I've also made it so that in some instances, When we call an AI model, we can't always just get the video straight away. We first need to call the model, and then it tells us, okay, we're going to work on it. You have to come back and check again when it's ready. So that's why in this model, we can do that. And I've created this other section up here so that we have this loop where we can constantly check when the AI model is ready. So it just adapts to those situations as well. See, now the workflow is just finished creating its first pass. Now we're going through the loop where it's going to wait for a minute and then it's going to check if the video has been created. And if it's not, it's just going to keep looping through until the video has been created and then we'll get our content. Now the Kling video is ready. So let's check it out. We just copy this. Now we've got this beautiful video of a bee on a flower. Again, really cinematic, very well done. So if you want to get this automation for free, then you're able to join my school community and I can show you how to get it. So this is a school community I have, and it's basically filled with entrepreneurs who want to learn how to use tools like n8n to help their business cut costs, save time and scale. And it's absolutely free. If you go to the classroom section, and then you go to AI automations and agents, here I have this workflow set up for you. So you can just go to the n8n workflow, you can download it. Then if you go into n8n, you can click these three dots, import from file, and then you can bring in the workflow. And then you can test this out and play with it yourself. But now, let me just break down a bit about how this works and how you can build it yourself if you wanted to do it from scratch. So the first thing I wanted to introduce you to is a platform called Replicate. So Replicate is what we're using to be able to use all these different types of AI models without having a subscription. So this is a really cool platform in that it allows you to access lots of different models. So if we see here, it gives you models to generate images, you can do videos, it even does stuff like sounds and music, you can upscale images, enhance videos, make stuff in 3D. So whatever you want, you can access this through a single API. So this is really cool, and it has different AI images you can do. And what's nice here is it gives you a bit of a ranking. So it says the best overall image generation model is the Flux. The fastest one is a different type of Flux. So it can tell you the image model you want to use in different use cases. And this is really good when you're building an n8n automation, because maybe sometimes your automation, you just need speed for it, right? It needs to be as quick as possible. So you can go in and then pick the perfect model for that. In the other cases, you just want as high a quality as possible. So you can chop and change depending on your needs. And then, yeah, it just gives you a few different options. Like if you want text in there, you can use ideogram and so on. And you just have tons to pick from. Same thing with videos here. So this is Replicate. So what I'll do is I'm going to take you through how you can use Replicate within n8n. And in this case, it's really simple. To use Replicate, you just want to go into your Replicate profile. You want to click into here, go to API tokens, and you just want to add in a bit of billing information. So instead of subscription, is as you use it, you'll get charged. And then you want to get your API key. So I'm going to copy this. Then you can go into your workflow. The places I've added the API key is in the prompt. So I've added mine here. You just want to replace yours. And I'm going to delete this after the video. And then here in this get image, you can add your API key here. But remember, just you need to keep this bearer before, then add your API key. And then once you've done that, you're all set up. You have this workflow set up for you. You have your own API key, and then you can just use this to generate any type of image or video using whatever AI model you like. And this is great if you want to have an AI agent that can change what model it uses to be flexible. But if not, you can still just use the same API key and bring the Replicate into n8n for your own automations. I hope you found that helpful. And if you want to take your learning a bit deeper, and we also have a private community in school called AI Agents Guild Pro. And here we have lots of different modules. It takes you from the fundamentals of n8n, takes you through technical concepts. If you found things like APIs a bit confusing, we break that down, and JSON and HTTP. You have more advanced modules. You have workflows around sales and marketing. We do a bit of vibe coding and so much more. So this is a great place to go if you want to take your learning a bit deeper and be surrounded by other AI entrepreneurs who are learning how to master tools like n8n and AI in their business. Yeah, I hope you found that useful, and I'll catch you next time.